Once the training need analysis is identified, that is TNA is completed, the next step would be designing of the training program. So, this is phase 2, designing the training program. As I said, after identifying training needs, training program should be prepared to meet those needs. It is a type of plan which contains who are your trainees, who are the trainers, duration of the training program, type and number of employees to be trained, what should be the level of training, method that you will apply in the training, on the job or off the job training methods, and where to conduct the training program. Conceptualizing and designing of the training program is very important. Now whatever results that we have attained in the training need analysis, we should be able to design a full training program, but in consultation with the resource person. When you design your training program, your collaboration and discussion should result in a program that has some realistic objectives and outcomes, and this should lead to the satisfaction of trainees' needs that you have identified. So the training program should basically include the following, like what is the overall objective, what is the specific objective, a very good and catchy title of the training program, the content that you should be including in your training program, the activities, strategies and processes to be used, selection of resource person is again very important point, target participants, duration and venue of the training program, resources that you should need like human, financial, material, equipment and other facilities, expected outcomes. So the first step in conceptualization and designing of the training program is the objective of the training program. The overall objectives of the training should state what we expect the training program to achieve in terms of the final outcomes. These objectives must be SMART, that is specific, measurable, achievable, result oriented and time bound. The title of the training program. The title of the training program should be catchy. It should be easy to translate and to remember. Topical areas and content. The topical areas and content means the content that has to be included in the training program. It should be based on the results of TNA that we have done, that is training need assessment. When we conduct our training program, it is very important to include some activities, strategies and processes. Now these activities and strategies should be very flexible and should be easily adaptable, and the training strategies should include some brainstorming, group discussion, role play, management games and other such exercises so that we keep our trainees engaged all the time. The next important point is selection of the resource person. Selection of the resource person is very important, and it should be based on the criteria developed specifically for the training program. These criteria should specify the area of expertise of the resource person, his degree of experience, availability of the resource person, the interpersonal skill he or she possesses, the willingness to conform to the terms and conditions stipulated in the resource person's contract. The next important point that has to be kept into mind is the target participants that you select. Now, the selection of target participants has to be made to address the identified needs of these particular individuals. In case where training programs are conducted to comply with the requirements of a special community project, the selection of trainees should be based on criteria in terms of prior knowledge, exposure and experience, age, gender, state of health and willingness to participate. One of the most important points that has to be kept in mind while designing a training program is the length of the training program, that is the duration. In deciding the length or duration of the training program, we need to consider few points. That is, what are the objectives of the training program? What is the nature and number of topics that is to be covered? Number of participants who will be attending the training program? Time required for presentation, group work, field visits and other activities. What would be the travel time and weather conditions, and cultural and religious factors. And also we would also require some time for discussion, interaction, reflection and relaxation. So based on all these we have to decide what would be the duration of the whole training program. Venue. Selection of venue is very important. The place for training is crucial. Why? Because to achieve the overall objective of the training venue that you select is very important. And before selection of the venue, some points have to be kept in mind. Like the price. The price charged is reasonable. Secondly, the site where you train is accessible to everyone. You should also check in with the number of chairs and tables, and it should be arranged in a suitable manner. You should also be checking the equipment and other facilities like multimedia projector, overhead projector, flip charts, microphone, telephone and other technologies, and it should be functioning too. Proper, neat, clean, spacious, well ventilated room, and these should be clean, and the washrooms and drinking facilities should also be there, which should be again neat and clean. In continuation to choosing a venue, there are few more resources that has to be kept in mind when you give a training program. In conducting a training program, we have to make sure that the right kind of resources are readily available, whether it is human resources, whether it is financial resources, whether it is materials and equipments and all other facilities. They should be readily available for the proper conduct of the training program. Last but not the least, what are the expected outcome? The expected outcome is one of the most important point when you design a training program. The expected outcome are stated in terms of the attainment of learning objectives, indicating the acquisition of the necessary knowledge, skills, attitude and values that is imparted by the training program. Now this can be measured through proper evaluation of the training program.